Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Warbirds tournament in From the Depths. I am your host, Gromoid, and today in episode 14, you'll be watching the fourth and final quarterfinal featuring the Hagetaka by Miyuki versus the Cormorants by Sithfin. The Hagetaka is at 97,000 RP and the Cormorants are at 40,000, so per the rules it's a 1v2 for the Hagetaka. But honestly, I'm not going to pass judgment. I'm really not. The Cormorants do seem like the obvious losers here, given how drunken and erratic they were in the last time we saw them, and how your guns just didn't seem to do a whole lot of damage. But I have been wrong many times before in this tournament, and it would be interesting to be proven wrong here. The Hagetaka is a powerful, fast, very agile fighter. It has a very, very powerful gun, but there is a flaw, and that is that it has a very rapid fire, or I'm sorry, it has a very long reload, and so possibly, well, theoretically, the Cormorants could manage to take it down during its reload time, but come on, how likely is that? Well, we'll see. We'll see in a moment, won't we? The Cormorants are on my team, so I'll be trying. Excuse me, sneezing. I'll be trying to ride on top of one of them, trying being the operative word because they roll like drunken things. But we'll get this underway and see what happens. Warbirds ready? Dogfight. I will need this for sure. Oh no. Let me land. Phew. The Chromoid has landed. Huzzah. Alright. And here's that rolling motion we saw in the last time we saw the Cormorant. Oh dear. Yeah, this is not going to play in its favor. It's fighting something that flies as straight as the Hagetaka. Although, was that the Cormorants firing at it? Did I just hear a Cormorant gun going off? It certainly sounded like the Hagetaka does have a very long a very long attack run. It goes way far away from its opponents and then comes back in, firing this Gatling at an unimaginable speed. It's found a target. It's hit that first Cormorant. Oh, and there's a wing off the Cormorant. I don't think it's supposed to fly like that, folks. Blasting it apart. Oh, but this Cormorant is getting shots off. This Cormorant is actually hitting it. I'm impressed. I am much impressed. That's it, you stupid bird. Go on. Go on. Give it the business. Give it the business. Oh my goodness. I'm actually flabbergasted the Cormorant actually managed to hit the Hagetaka. Even the Hagetaka isn't even phased by it. It's a metal frame. The only way the Cormorant's going to do any damage, I think, is if it manages to hit some of those vulnerable tails and propellers in the back. But as drunkenly as it flies, I don't know if you even get a bead on the Hagetaka. The Hagetaka is very fast and it's very agile, and there's more of those. Was that the? Yeah, that's the gun. That's the gun of the Hagetaka, firing at this Cormorant now, missing most of it. So it looks like the drunken rolling of the Cormorant is doing something for it, and that one is still airborne. That's fantastic. So they're both still in this fight, although that one over there, yeah, not so much. It's pretty much just looping. The Cormorants do have repair bots. That is not me repairing them. So, there might be some hope for this one still. It's all very cheap and easy to repair. And there's the Cormorant actually firing off its guns. There's a burst from the Hagetaka, but I think nope, it still got shells. I thought it was reloading, but no, it's still very much in this. Ow! Sorry, my cat just jumped on my microphone. Yeah, I don't know how much longer that one is for this world. It looks like it's finally, that burst just took it down. Yes, it's gone to rest. Now let's see how long it takes this other one. Okay, cat, you're having to get off my lap. You were making a mess. Sorry about that, folks. My cat is feeling needy, has not been petted all day according to her meowings, and is determined to sit on my lap while I record this and jerk the cord to my microphone off my head. Where is the Cormorant got to? Here we go. doing cormorant things, I see. Man, does that Hagetaka already reloaded? Or has it just never run out of bullets? Oh, I think now it's reloading. I could be wrong. But yeah, it should have hit it by now. Yeah, I think it's reloading. So this is the cormorant's chance. It's sacrificed one of its buddies. It's slowly repairing its tail. If it needed a chance, this is the chance, and it's about to take a dip. Well, that's encouraging. Well, let's give it a chance. It's firing from underwater, so it can still shoot. Can it get out of the water? Oh, it can. Look at that. Popping right back out of the water, firing its guns as it goes. This is doing pretty well, honestly, better than I expected. Can I get a shot here? Oh, it can get more shots. Look at this. Look at these guns go. They're actually really look at that. They fire really fast. I'm impressed. But was that a piece of the nose? No, it wasn't. Oh, it was. Oh dear. That's a big chunk of the propeller gone. That's not good. We're going back in the water. It didn't even damage the Hagetaka. Oh my goodness. And now we're going to have friendly collision. Excuse. Please excuse. Oh dear. This is why you don't fly drunk, people. This right here. It's still trying to shoot. Look at this. I love how these things are so game to fight on, even though they're obviously outclassed by this thing in the sky. I mean, heck, it hasn't even done most. It's done all the damage to them, but seriously, look at this. They're driving about in the water, happy as can be. That one's missing half a wing. This was missing half of a propeller. I don't think either is getting back out of the water. I have been wrong before, but I seriously doubt it. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. I'll give it a minute or two, see if one of them can pull off a miracle here. It is repairing, so maybe it can repair itself a little bit here in just a second and get its propeller back in working order. I don't know where that repair bot is. It's all over the place. It's repairing all the tail planes. It's never going to get out of the water at this rate. And the Hagetaka is going to make sure of it. Or he's going to try to. Again, this is quarterfinals. I'm willing to give a little extra time, especially since that one ended so quickly. And it looks like these waves might actually help the Cormorant back out of the water. I mean, there's almost no doubt in my mind that Hagetaka is going to win this regardless. I just like to see it get back out of the water and fight one more time. Come on, you stupid bird. Get out of the water. Stop laying down on the job. You've got a fight to attend. No, it's not going to do it, is it? No, that's unfortunate. I have seen them do this where they lay down in the water forever and look like they're not going to do anything, and then just as I call them off, they like, oh, wait, and they leap out of the water and take to the sky like nothing ever happened. A lot of it has to do with the wave height. The waves hit it just right, it can pop that nose out and it'll drag itself back up into the air, but I think that propeller being damaged has just done the business for it. I don't think it could drag itself into the air even if it wanted to. Yeah, I think it's done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is round one to the Hagetaka. I mean, what did you expect? But we'll go to round two just to see if anything changes. The Cormorants did get some shots off this time. Maybe they'll get some more off second round. Maybe they'll do something special, surprise us all. But regardless of what happens, I'll see you in a minute. And we are back once more, ladies and gentlemen, with the second round of the Cormorant versus the Hagetaka. This is the final battle for the Hagetaka to secure its place in the semifinals, or it could be the round that surprises us all when the Cormorant upsets the Hagetaka and sends us to a tiebreaker third round. We'll have to see in a minute here who is the victor. Warbirds ready? I am starting in the Hagetaka. I have a seat, nice and cozy. And Warbirds ready? Let's dogfight. Immediately I'm going to go to the Hagetaka's POV here. It's got a nice clear view, even though I'm in the middle of a metal block. Oh, to the skies. I can't look out that way. It has to climb first. The Hagetaka likes to climb to altitude first, then turn to face its opponent. That's because it's a very high altitude fighter. It likes to cruise around 250. And here we go. Here's the legendary burst of the Hagetaka's guns. Just letting loose. And my computer can't even record all the sounds from all the cannons being fired at once. Look at just shredding that Cormorant to pieces. That is a lot of shells. And the Cormorant is just taking it like a champ, right on the nose. 89% and still flying. I've seen aircraft with more impressive firepower and armor. Oh my. The Cormorant's almost got a shot. Oh, it's getting shots off on the back of the Hagetaka. That's not good. Hagetaka cannot afford that. That's a very vulnerable spot on its back. It looks like the Cormorants, unfortunately, are not accurate enough to make good on that opportunity. And we are coming around for another pass. It's still firing. Look at that. It's still firing like nothing I've ever seen. Oh, here comes that burst, though. Gunfire coming in and going out. Oh my goodness, it ripped a wing, both wings clean off that Cormorant. And now it's going for the next one. Oh, it's reloading. Okay, here's the reload period. The Cormorants, well, that one Cormorant is down for the count, regardless of whether it despawns. It has been shredded. Yeah, and there it is. Just plunged straight into the ocean. But that other one is still here, and it is trying its best to get onto the back of the Hagetaka. It might get some shells off here. Nope, apparently not. The drunken nature of its flying is not helping it at all this time around. That was an impressive little fight right there. It's still firing. The Hagetaka is still firing at the damaged Cormorant. That's not good. It'll use up all of its shells on that damaged Cormorant. It should not be flying. How is that flying? It still has tailplanes. It still has wings. It's flying, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is still flying. It has no guns. It has no ailerons. It only has tailplanes, a propeller, and a couple of wing pieces, but it's still in the air. I'll make sure it's not disqualifying itself here. Hear you. Oh, here. I will say this for the why can't I get it? Oh well, I can't get a hold of it. The Hagetaka is right on the tail of this Cormorant, but the Cormorant dodges out of the way, and the Hagetaka is still reloading its powerful gun. So we'll wait for it to reload the GAU-8 here and let the Cormorant do its thing. They're in a tight dogfight now, and the Cormorant's throwing out shells, knocking pieces off the Hagetaka. Still at 100%. There's just a couple of ailerons missing. And it's determined that it's gonna finish that flying fuselage over there is an abomination. The Hagetaka will not stand for it. It's going to take it down first, come hell or high water. Oh dear. I've never seen the like. Look at this thing. It's just drunk to the very end, and it's still fighting it, or it's trying to. It has nothing left to fight with, but it's at very least giving its comrade here a chance to shoot at the Hagetaka without being smashed to ribbons by that powerful gun. Unfortunately, at this long range, it can't do anything. I doubt it's hitting anything on the Hagetaka. No, it's not. Those shells are too inaccurate at that range. Hagetaka is looping around. Let me take this back off. Sorry about that. Hagetaka is looping back around. It's going to go back and try to finish. Yes, it's going to finish off the 67% health Cormorant. Nope. Oh, it's going after the remaining one. Okay. Finally did the smart thing. Don't give that Cormorant a chance to embarrass you, Hagetaka. You will never live it down if a Cormorant knocks you out of the sky. And it knows this, and now is going to finish the business it started. And there goes the tail, and oh, I almost got the wings too. Oh, it has shorn the Cormorant of its tail feathers, and now the Cormorant is in the ocean, and I think very unlikely to come back out. Its proud tail has been diminished to just 2 or 3 blocks. But that doesn't matter when you're drunk, apparently, because the Cormorant is back in the air and going up. Unfortunately, I think that's all it can do at this point. Oh, that is just mean. And it's shooting back. I love this little thing. It is so game. It is so game. It's not giving up. Hagetaka thought it had won, but it's not. It's not over yet. It's not over until the last cormorant falls, my friend. And fall it has. It has fallen again. But if it keeps going in, sorry about that. If it keeps going in like that, that angle, when it pops back up, it'll be primed for a vertical launch once more, and it will take to the sky. Oh no, and it's still firing. And the other one's still alive. Neither of these craft should be in the air right now, but you know what? It made it to the quarterfinals for a reason. It made it to the quarterfinals because it could outfly the air off, and now it is not only able to stay alive against the Hagetaka, which took down the Mark 1 Heavy, mind you. It's actually shooting back. The Hagetaka is still 100%. It's got a repair bot. It's going to keep repairing the damage. I don't think that the RP limit of the Hagetaka storage is going to come into play here, but oh my goodness. These Cormorants are not going to give up. It's like every craft, just about every craft in these quarterfinals has been extremely persistent. There's been some aspect of just about every craft in here that just makes them unwilling to give up, no matter what the odds, no matter how badly they're getting pulverized. They don't go down, even when you think they should. They don't die. And this Hagetaka just doesn't know what to think. It's sitting here going, how many times, Mr. 67% Cormorant, do I have to put you in the water before you stay there? Does an ammo explosion help at all? If I shoot your fuselage a couple times, will that help? Oh, please don't hit it now. I'm not sure that a wooden Cormorant was going to do much if it collides with a metal Hagetaka, but maybe the lead coming out of that Cormorant will do something. No, I think the Cormorant has bottomed out finally. The Hagetaka is certainly going to make sure of it this time. And the Cormorant, the flying fuselage is gone. Finally, the Hagetaka can focus on its remaining target in peace. The only real threat left to it. The one with the functioning guns and wings, but missing tail. There's something to be said for being able to look this derpy and act so drunk in the sky and yet last almost as long as the Mark 1 Heavy did in a single round against the Hagetaka. I mean, I know it's a 2v1. That dramatically increases the odds of survival for longer periods of time, but still, I mean, you guys hear what I'm saying, right? It's a Hagetaka. By rights, you'd think it would have blown the fuselage of the Cormorant in half on the first pass, and it didn't. And that says something about the way the Cormorant's designed. I mean, the wings look flimsy, the tail really looks flimsy. The whole thing, I just hate to say it looks kind of flimsy. I mean, it's a nice design, but it looks like it would blow apart if you sneezed on it, and it hasn't. You saw one still flying with a shred of wings, no tail, and no ailerons. Well, it had a tail, no ailerons to speak of, and a few wings, and it's still flying. If it had guns, I'm confident it would have been still shooting too. It had several good shots on the Hagetaka, but no, ladies and gentlemen, I think this one is a grounded Cormorant. The Hagetaka can no longer reach down to get it due to its height restriction, but it doesn't matter. The Cormorant has been in the water for too long and shows no inclination to get back out of it. I think it's had more than enough bullet holes put in it for today. It's going to grab another fifth of liquor and lay down in the sea and just say, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna sit right here, rest my eyes a second, sip thin. Dude. You have given this host a very good chuckle today, watching this thing. This has been magnificent. And congratulations to Miyuki, another contestant that I'm not sure even watches this tournament anymore since it, seemingly died out a few weeks ago before I picked it up. But your amazing Hagetaka has once more ruled the skies over Netter and is continuing to the semifinals. Best of luck to you, man. I believe you are going up against the A20 Havoc next. So that should be interesting. But yeah, we'll see you in the next episode. I have been Chromoid. and this is the Warbirds Tournament. I'll catch you next time, folks. Bye-bye.